This is Tanoa Lynn Poirier, and I want to welcome you to Comm-Unity Conversations on WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. This show is about you. I want to hear your trials and triumphs, challenges and victories, and how you overcome obstacles every day in our dynamic industry. All callers are welcome to join Community Conversations. This is where we'll discuss all things in common. We'll discuss managers, directors, vendors, and owners. Let's elevate the conversation. Raise the bar. Start here, now. Good afternoon, and welcome to Community Conversations with Tanoa. I'm your host, Tanoa Lynn Poirier. Welcome to Friday. We made it. We did it. Sit back, relax. If you're just getting in the car or driving, listen. If you'd like to join in, you can call 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470. Join us. If you'd like to watch live on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Hello Tanoa. That's Tanoa. You can hit me up on the old Twitter machine, and I can check it at the break if you have a question. And you are listening to WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. I've got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about all things pretty, sprucing up, and what to do when you are looking to sell your home or your investment, ways that may be able to bring you top dollar for your investment or the sale of your property. So without further ado, I would love to introduce you to Decorum Interiors, an interior design firm owned by Allison DeStefano and Uri Melendez. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
We appreciate it.
You're most welcome. And I'm super excited because it's a little bit selfish. I'm actually doing some things in my home. We are putting a covered patio on, and I've been looking through all sorts of catalogs looking for a decor. I want this to be in my home an auxiliary living room, right? So in the winters in particular, go out and have your coffee or have a glass of wine at the end of the day is kind of the thing that I'm thinking. And so if you would introduce yourselves to the audience, Allison and Uri. Allison first.
Okay, my name is Allison DeStefano. I've born and raised in South Florida, so I am truly an anomaly down here. Everyone else has transplanted, but I have not. I've lived all the way from Miami to West Palm, so I've seen every neighborhood and every type of home and business that's out there. I've always been interested in interior design and just love to make people feel comfortable and inspired when they are in their space. And so I'm very lucky to do what I do.
Oh, and doing what you love is kind of, it's a blessing, but it doesn't feel like work.
No,
right?
It does not.
And Uri, tell the audience who you are and why you do what you do.
I was born in Nicaragua, and I moved here to finish high school and then further my education here. I graduated at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale with an interior design bachelor degree. And like Allison, we both love what we do. It's our passion to enrich people's life by loving where they live or where they work. We do commercial and also residential design. And we're very happy to be here to share with the community.
Well, I'm very happy. If you would share with the audience, Allison, how they can get in touch with Decorum Interiors.
We have our website at www.decoruminteriors.com. That's decorum with a K. It's a little bit different spelling, but we have our website. We're also on Facebook and on Instagram.
And they're also on LinkedIn. So you can find them on LinkedIn as well. It's DEKORUM Interiors. And let's just jump into talking about me.
Yes.
Let's talk about kind of what this is fun because we talk about community associations and all things community, but in those communities are what? Homes. So condos, co-ops, and HOAs. In those communities are homes that we love and live in. And having interior designers that I can speak to as well is a huge treat for me. So as I'm thinking about buying online or going to one of the big sort of outdoor stores, I'm looking to make this place comfortable and beautiful on a budget, right? Because I don't have endless disposable income. I'm thinking about pillows for outside.
Right.
Is that a good idea, or is that a mistake?
If it's a covered patio, pillows are a wonderful thing. A lot are outdoor fabric that come in every different color. Right now, what's hot is bold tropical colors, and that's perfect for where we live. Turquoise or lime or tangerine is going to be a beautiful accent to whatever kind of outdoor furniture you have. And always spruce it up with some greenery, just plants that you love, flowers.
Should someone who's thinking about this, because the larger pieces should be neutral.
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
And then you can make the changes in the punches of color with those bold accents.
And something else that a lot of people don't consider is an area rug for outside. Something that's hot right now is to do a geometric pattern in the rug that's kind of tone on tone, but it gives you that sophistication with really not invading your space too much, but it makes it feel, like you said, an extension of your home. It's another living room. It's an outdoor living room.
That's an outdoor living room. Now talk to me a little bit about an outdoor rug. That must be made of some sort of natural fiber.
Most of them are synthetic, actually, but there are outdoor ones that are coir, and that's out of a coconut material. So that's a little bit rough on your feet, but they come in all different colors. You can paint them all different colors, and the synthetic materials are usually a nylon, and that's easily rinsed off so that you don't have all the yucky stuff from outside getting on it.
That makes sense. So because it's outside, you want easy clean, right?
Absolutely.
So if it's a synthetic product, maybe made of a composite or some sort of plastic, if you will, then you just rinse it off, let it dry, pop it back down.
You're good to go.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind can you give us some other ideas about decor as we change from season to season? We're getting ready to go into spring, and so people not necessarily here because it was 82 beautiful degrees in Florida, but where you are it may not be, and I'm not rubbing it in because you'll take it out on me in hurricane season, but it really is starting to feel like summer here. And so we're thinking about changing the decor, but seasonal decorating. Can you help the audience sort of understand how that works and how you can do that on a budget?
Right. Something I have done is always had 2 different sets of pillows, curtains, area rugs, that some are lighter and brighter for the summertime and spring. Then for the fall, you want something a little more cozy and more of the subdued tones and darker, warm colors. So for spring, lighten it up. Put the sheers up on your window coverings. Take down the heavy drapes. Let the sun shine in. We do live in the Sunshine State, and we should enjoy it. Bring metals into your space in your lamps or in your accessories, and make that shine come alive in your room.
I love it. So I'm thinking about a punch of color in a big space like an accent wall.
Yes.
How obnoxious could that be? So I'm thinking kind of a turquoise blue on the rest of the house is yellow. My husband's going to be shocked by it, but I think it could be fun, particularly if the furniture's neutral, right? And then a backdrop of something really bold.
If you're bold, then I'd say go for the cobalt, go for the turquoise, go for tangerine. It's be lovely. If you're a little more subdued in your color palettes, then think of like a soft aqua or a soft butter yellow. Even though you have yellow already, I think that would be very beautiful, and it's almost a neutral.
I'm feeling tangerine right now. And one of the wonderful things about having Decorum Interiors on is that they can also give you ideas about what you can do to spruce up your own homes. But just remember, if you are a condo HOA, you have an office building, you have a clubhouse that needs renovation, they are commercial designers as well. So they can come to you and do a small space, a couple of accents, give you advice that they've given us today, accent walls, pillows, changing for the season. But if you have a grand space, a commercial job that you're looking for somebody to come in and give you some advice, they are available for you, and we'll give you their information again at the end of the show. But don't shy away from letting professionals help you organize or just help you with ideas that you have not thought of. Tangerine wall is nothing I never would have thought of, but I'm having it now.
Yes.
I love that idea. So if you're thinking about decorating, if you're in the process of a painting job and your committee can't kind of come together about what makes sense, what looks good on a little swatch may not look good on a 8-story building, right?
Exactly.
And so it's expensive to have to redo it. Getting Decorum Interiors to come on and consult for you will help you kind of avoid some of those pitfalls, right?
Yes, we'd love to help.
Yep.
It'll be amazing. And then I had a couple of more questions. One of the things you said, be open to a new area rug. I never even considered an outdoor rug. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned being able to paint them.
Yes, there is the natural coconut ones, which are coir, and what they do, it's a natural brown, but a lot of them are painted already for you, but you can put a coat of paint on there, excuse me, for any color that you would like, or make a design if you wanted to put welcome as a welcome mat, if you wanted to draw a border in the bright turquoise, just to brighten it up. It's available to you, and it's available in your local hardware store, or you can find them online as well, and we can help you shop for those.
Yes, and I'll be knocking on their door because I don't even know what. Spell the name of the rug.
Coir is COIR.
COIR.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a coconut fiber.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I love that idea. Mm-hmm. And then there are a couple of other things that we sort of discussed briefly before the show. How big a difference lamps can make in your space.
Yes, especially outdoors. What I would suggest is going with lanterns rather than a lamp. Of course, you have the sconces on the back of your house if it's on your back patio, but lanterns are very special. You can put candles in them or have a gas lantern that gives a more sophisticated look. And just make sure they have a clear coat on their finish. If the rain happens to come in on them, then they're easy to wipe down and take care of. Easy maintenance.
What about in your living room space and sort of master bedroom space? Mm-hmm. How important lamps and lighting is in the space?
Yes. It's always, of course, you always want a table lamp next to you in your master bedroom. And if you've had a darker shade on your lamp before, because that's been a trend for a while, it's spring. Let's lighten it up. Put a white lampshade on. Maybe try a different shape. You can do round. You can do rectangle. And just it causes a new energy to come into the room, and it feels good.
That is a perfect way to put it. Mm-hmm. It really does change the energy in the room, because when you're in and although it doesn't get super cold here, we mentally shift to a winter fall kind of aesthetic and mindset, right?
Yes.
And so that energy is a little cozy and insular, and we get the crock pots out and we try to recreate something that maybe we had when we lived up north. But the energy changes when you introduce light colors, bold colors. You change a pillow, you switch out a rug.
Right.
And then another thing that you mentioned, and I'd love you to talk about, is rearranging furniture in your space.
That's something I've done since I was little. My mom taught me how to do that. Moving the furniture in your space, using what you have, but just putting it in a different configuration really pumps it up, breathes new life into it, and you just have a whole new appreciation for the things you already have. Because sometimes when that sofa table gets stuck in the corner, you don't realize how much you really liked it when you first bought it. But if you move that to a foyer and add a beautiful lamp or candles to it, a welcoming bowl, it's a whole new outlook on your space and the things that you love. That's what your home should be. All the little treasures you found throughout your life that make you feel good in your space.
I love that, and I'm feeling a little guilty because you buy all these things, and then the new shiny object kind of makes the thing that you really loved and you wanted in your space, you underappreciate it.
Right.
Breathing new life into the things that you bought because you love them is exactly what you should be doing.
Absolutely.
So when you rearrange them, it's kind of like rediscovering the thing that you loved and putting it in a different place. I love that. And so it's kind of the same principle of appreciating what you have while you work for what you want, right?
Right.
Counting today's blessings while you look for kind of new opportunities. And guilty as charged. Audience, I'm admitting to probably not appreciating what I have as much as I'm thinking about the new thing that I'm getting. So note to self.
Yes.
Appreciate what you have more.
Definitely.
So we are going to take a break. Look how fast it goes. I'm so interested in the next half of the show to tell you about how you can maybe stage your home for top dollar. We'll talk on the other side. I'll see you back in about 2. Okay. See, that was fast, right? Imagine having one place you can call for all your residential needs, whether it's housekeeping, repairs, remodeling, pet sitting, laundry, or anything else your heart desires. La Concierge Services is your answer. Our qualified staff is carefully chosen, experienced, licensed, and insured. They are prompt, professional, and courteous. La Concierge Services is honored to serve in South Florida's most exclusive communities. With La Concierge Services, you have a full-service, personal concierge. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Call 561-819-2059 for more information. La Concierge Services, your personal concierge. Hello, listeners. It's Tanoa Lynn from Community Conversations. Did you know I authored a book called 365 Tips for Community Association Managers, Property Managers, and Property Owners? Yep, I did. The book is filled with little, bite-sized morsels that may help anyone working and living in any community. From working with difficult people to building consensus for big projects. There is something in it for everyone. 365 Tips is available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can also go online to hellotanoa.com. That's hello, Tanoa.com. Welcome back. This is Tanoa Lynn Poirier with Community Conversations. And I want to remind you that this show is about you. If you'd like to join the show, you can call us at 888-565-1470. Let's get back to the show.
But while she's talking.
Welcome back. We were just chatting in the break. You caught us. The next segment of the show, I'd like to just talk about home staging. And this is really important to me, as you know. Yes, I'm going to say it again. I'm a real estate broker, Poirier Realty. And one of the things I find that owners and buyers have the most difficult time doing is visualizing their space with their furniture when you have a building or a room with odd angles. Either it's kind of a boxcar theme, or it has some odd angles, some corners that are not usual, and people tend to want to push everything out to the walls, and that really is not necessarily the way it should go. You have lots of space in between, and so we're going to talk to Uri, and that's U-R-I in case it's a nickname for Uriana.
Urania.
Urania. Yes. And so she's called Uri for short, and I want Uri to help the listeners visualize how home staging works in their home. And if you could give us 3 or so tips on if you're in the process of selling your home or an investment, or you're in the process of buying a home, how home staging can help you even when you're not quite ready to make the purchases. Having designers help you visualize that space in a different way, I think is invaluable, because you're going to be living there a long time and you want to make sure that you are making the right decisions. Uri, would you help the audience to sort of understand some tips for home staging?
Yes, of course. Well, one of the first things that you need to take in mind is that curb appeal, it's very important. So it's the first impression.
That's right.
So if you have to spend a little bit on the landscaping or fresh coat of paint outside, do that, because that's the first impression your buyer's gonna see. Yes. So you need to see it also as an investment. It's not your home anymore, so you have to depersonalize it and also get rid of the clutter. It will help the buyers to see themselves better, because then they can also envision their own pieces in the space.
Would you explain depersonalizing the space?
Yes. Well, we all have our own style. We have our taste, so you don't want to keep those in. And also the pictures, family pictures, so that you can make it more general for everybody to envision themselves in this space.
Right.
Yes.
You have beautiful babies and grandbabies.
Yes.
And we know you love them.
Yes.
But all of the pictures on the refrigerator and every basically wall that's not a window is lovely when you're living in the home. Yes. But you want your buyers to visualize themselves in your home and not feel like they're coming into a space that's private and that they can't make their own. So I think that's fantastic. Exactly. And I would just say for curb appeal, keep in mind that if you live in a community and the curb appeal is not what you want it to be, you can have a talk with your property manager or the board and say, listen, I'm trying to sell my home. The flowers are dead and the entry and it needs to be weeded. Could we throw some mulch in there? I want the buyers to know that this place is, one, well-kept, well-managed, but I want the curb appeal of my community to be the same as my home.
Exactly.
Do you think that's that would work? And certainly, as you're coming to the gate and the realtor has the buyer behind them or is in the car with them, you come up to the gate and it looks nice. Well, that's a first impression, and that kind of is the first impression. And then when you get to the home, which is the thing you can control, then it's consistent with the community. Yes. What other things can you help us?
Yes. Well, first of all, also, you have to clear the space. If it's too much furniture in it, you can consider renting a storage unit. That will help you also to start packing and putting the things that you don't use daily, so you can be ahead of the game.
Yes.
And also will definitely help you to decide which furniture you're going to take to your new home. Because sometimes we are holding to things that we don't really like. And so it's time for that. Yes.
I agree. Because or something someone's given you and you really don't like it, but you haven't had the heart to throw away.
Right.
It's a great time to purge, right?
Yes.
Just to purge, put in storage the things that you know are going to have to get moved out anyway. And then that's another opportunity to say, I'm not taking this with me this time, right?
Sometimes we don't even check on things that don't even work, and we pack them and take them to a new home.
Right.
So it's time to declutter and just get rid of things that we absolutely don't love anymore.
That's a great tip. That you don't love, because in your home should be things you love.
Absolutely.
Right?
And if it's been a gift from someone and it's in good shape and it's a beautiful item, you can always donate it because someone out there will use it.
That's a great...
And donation is a great way to give back to the community.
Great point. Absolutely. Uri, anything else you can think of?
Well, also something that it's very important that you have to consider that you might think it's not necessary to stage, but you are looking to get top of the dollars for your property.
You are indeed, and so is your broker.
Yes.
If it feels too overwhelmed for you, then you can call us and we can help you definitely to get this going and make your home beautiful, so you will sell it right away and get the best investment possible.
So brokers, agents, if you're listening, if you are a homeowner and you're looking to sell or thinking about selling, if you just want to refresh your space, Decorum Interiors can help you with home staging, with, as I mentioned, commercial properties, clubhouses. If you don't quite know what to do with your balcony because it's an odd shape and there's a weird angle at the corner, they can help you make your indoor spaces and your outdoor spaces a place you want to be, a place that you're going to love, filled with things you loved, and they will even rearrange your furniture in a way that you rediscover things that you loved once and have kind of forgotten about because they're covered with, I don't know, tablecloths and clutter and last season's decor, right? Uncover all that stuff and then rediscover all of the things you love. I think that's a great idea. A table that's not been relegated to a back area can get new life and breathe new energy into the space.
Absolutely.
By having some beautiful items that you have collected over your life, and bring those out and appreciate them, because remember how you felt when you bought them, right? When you brought that piece home, relive that, relive the time when you really loved it, and keep the things you love, and would you say get rid of or donate the things you don't?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
and when in home staging, it's kind of like the opposite. You want to be more neutral. If you had already the accent wall that it's too strong and bold, you might tone it down so people will, different taste, like I said at the beginning,
Right.
will feel that they can live in this space.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But they can visualize themselves in
Better.
that space rather
Yes.
than basically seeing all of your things. So declutter, depersonalize. Pictures have to go in storage,
Yes.
right? And then if you have if you are like me and you are an owl obsessed person, I'm obsessed with owls. You might want to tone down your owl
Yes.
obsession when someone's looking to buy your home, right?
Make sure it's packed away, that all your collection is safe, and then you can take it out when you get to your new home.
Oh, you're so diplomatic. It's safe. Yes. If I bring one more owl thing home, I'm going to get kicked out. So, and one of the other things that I think is important is that you need to clean the space, right?
Yes.
Very much
You need to
so.
clean the
Make
space.
it smell beautiful, welcoming. Yes.
Clean the space. Get all of the cat hair out of the corners, dust. Make sure that when the owners arrive, if you are a smoker, make sure that you kind of get rid of all those smells, clean the filters, etc., because they don't want to come in and say, "Oh, a smoker lives here," or apparently they like spices in this home, or whatever it is. Clean your home when you're thinking about selling it. It's really important, and have it professionally cleaned if you don't want to do it. But the staging is not going to work if the place is it's not clean. Right? So you can make it as pretty as you want, but if the carpet's filthy and the tile grout is not clean, it's not going to make that much of a difference, right?
all. Yeah,
Right,
no.
right, exactly.
Very
Well,
important.
this has been so much fun, ladies.
Thank
Did you
you,
enjoy?
Tanoa.
I
Oh,
learned
yes.
so much. I'm sorry, audience, that was so much about me. We'll have an exciting show next time. I would like to thank Decorum Interiors. Ladies, tell the audience again how they can reach you.
We are at www.decoruminteriors.com. It's DEKORUM Interiors.
Excellent. Thank you. Be nice to people out there. Be a blessing to somebody. We'll have another show next week, an exciting topic. Join me. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Community Conversations with Tanoa Lynn Poirier. It is my honor to host this program, and I appreciate you listening. We have an exciting show planned for you next week, so mark your calendars and join me every Friday at 5 p.m. on WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. We look forward to hearing from you, our listeners. It's all about learning, sharing, and teaching.